time. It is really interesting and amazing to know how you can prepare your meals in an appetizing and pleasing manner. There's an old saying, and a true one, that what is pleasing to the eye is bound to be pleasing to the appetite. I'm going to demonstrate this set to you, and I want you to watch it very closely. The first cutter that I'm going to show you, now this first one is known as the Parisian cutter. Wind it through the potato like a corkscrew. When the cutter appears on the opposite side, pull the cutter out. Place the handle in the center and twist it out. This is what they call a French curl. When you fry these, they come out like donuts, nice and brown. Serve them with your steaks or pot roast them. Unwind it, there's 2 curls out of the 1 potato. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, wind a little strip of bacon around the potato and serve them with bacon and eggs. They're delicious. Different colored vegetables, wind them together and you get the 2 colors. Here's a little trick cut. Split the curl halfway through the center. If you're making a shrimp salad and you happen to run short of shrimp, mix these in with the regular shrimp. Upon my word, you couldn't tell the difference until you start to eat them. Now the rest of the potato, you stuff it. We'll call this a little chicken. We'll call this here some hamburger. You might have a little meat that's been laying in the ice box for a few days. Chop the meat up fine, season it highly, stuff it into the center of the potato and bake them with the skins on. When they're done, cut them in 2. Serve them on the half shell just like that. Serve them in slices when company calls. The more company you have, the thinner you cut the slices. If your mother-in-law calls, give her a beak piece like that. Now the second tool in the set is known as the garnishing knife. Everything you cut with this must come out fancy. Watch this, please. You cut down, you turn the potato, and then you cut through the edge. First one way and then the other. Sweet potatoes cut like this, drop them into a little batter of pancake flour and fry them. When they're golden brown, sprinkle molasses on them. Serve them with strips of bacon for breakfast. Why, they're delicious. Here's beets, you pickle them, and carrots, you steam or cream them. In making the original French fried potato, cut them in thick slices. Put them one on top of each other. Cross-cut the slices, and you'll never eat a French fry any other way. The potatoes cut like this will not absorb the fat because they're garnished around. Pineapples cut for your pineapple and cheese salad, cut them the same way. Here is one, and this is a dandy. Cuts any thickness or any size. Open it for a thick slice, close to the top for a thin slice. Saratoga chips, you can make them for 3 or 4 pennies a pound. Just pull the blade towards you like this. If you want the slices thicker than this, open the blade, there's a thick slice. Shoestrings for your Friday fish dinner, cut them down like this. Chop them up for your vegetable soup. What this knife is really intended for is for cutting the cabbage. You know the old-fashioned board, how you rip and tear, sometimes nipping the ends off your fingers. Lay it flat and pull it lightly towards you over the cabbage. The weight of the knife across the cabbage is all that's necessary. Why, ladies, when you get slaw cut as fine as this, you'll certainly appreciate eating it. The crowning feature of the set is the cutter that I'm going to show you now. This is known as the Champeen Vegetable Mincing Knife and Noodle Cutter. Now, when you want to make some real fine noodles at home, you roll the dough out like this. Dip this into a little flour so it doesn't stick to the dough, and as you roll it over the dough, that will cut the noodles in long strips, 10 at a time. Did you ever try to chop up a little nuts for cake? Why, I've seen ladies chop nuts and the nuts land up on the ceiling. sometimes you chop the ends off your fingers when you want to chop up a little nuts for cake, cooked meat, clams for chowder, soup greens to throw into your soup. Making a little pepper or chicken hash is just a few strokes rolling it up and down. Why, here is without a doubt the meanest thing in the world to cut parsley. Put that in a grinder, you really grind it too fine. This machine, instead of crushing the parsley, cuts it quick, clean, and dry, leaving every bit of the juice and every bit of the flavor. Now, to clean this machine, you press the button. Rinse it out in a little water. When you're through using it, hang it up and let it dry. Here's one here that every lady should have in her home, known as the Parisian scoop. You lay it flat, once to the right, once to the left. When you scoop them out, you'll get a perfect round little ball. You can pot roast these, cut them out of cheese or cut them out of butter. When you're serving a fruit cocktail in the summertime, take your fresh cantaloupe, scoop them out like this, mix them with apples, pears, and watermelons, makes a delicious fruit cocktail served with a little cracked ice like you see here. But here's a tool, ladies, if you ever do get it, you'll thank the day you've seen this demonstration. When you press, it locks. It's like a pair of human hands. Reach in the oven and take the biscuits out of the oven. Ever take the hot potatoes out of the oven and burn yourself on the elbow? A roast chicken out of the oven, a piece of meat out of the pot, spinach, asparagus out of the water. Why, around canning season, when you're preserving the fruits, to take the hot fruit jars out of the water like that, that machine is worth dollars to you. And here's another one that I really know you'll enjoy having in your kitchen, known as the safety grater. No doubt you're familiar with the old-fashioned grater. I've seen ladies take a grater and rip the knuckles off. When you want to grate up potatoes for delicious potato pancakes, this has a smooth, flat edge, impossible to cut yourself. Just like you were washing clothes, you rub it up and down, and you really grate your vegetables real fine, retaining all the flavors and all the juices. Breadcrumbs for when you're serving veal cutlets or anything like that. You want a little breadcrumbs to fry your fish in? Why, there's the greatest proposition in the world. Use that for coconut, cheese, or horseradish. When you're through with it, just hit it down like that. That knocks all the food out. Rinse it out in a little water and hang it up and let it dry. Now, here is a stone made of carborundum and sapphire quartz, which is made purposely to keep these knives sharp. When they get dull, a few strokes over the edge like this, and you can put a keen cutting edge on it. If you have a dull knife or a dull pair of scissors, an old sickle or a scythe, a lawnmower, cleaver, an axe, there's a tool that will really put an edge on the knife, so the knife will really cut for you. I just want to give you an idea of how sharp that knife really is when you sharpen it with that stone. Ladies, I've seen some of you try to open up cans. Now, there's a can of Campbell's baked beans. I've seen ladies open up a can and you poke a hole in it, go around the top, hippity-hop, and your finger slips. Let me show you a real proposition. Look, lay it on the can, lift up the safety, and turn the key. That locks itself on the can. No harder than you were winding up your watch. Wind up the key and that'll cut the top off of the can slick and smooth. Notice how the end raises itself up in the air so you can lift the lid off, giving you a clean, smooth edge. Now, that can be used for sardine cans, square cans or round cans, exactly the same way. Now, this tool here, my dear friends, needs no introduction. This will save you on an average of $20 to $30 every year you use it as a peeling knife. Here's a grater for cheese, coconut, or horseradish, a fish scaler for scaling your fish, and when you're coring your apple, it's just a slight twist of the wrist, and there's the apple core. There's one more tool that I want you to see, and I want you to watch this one very closely. Many a times when you're baking a pie, you have a pudding in the oven. I've seen ladies wrap a towel around your hand, and many a times you burn your fingers. Hook this onto the pot like this and lift the hot pots off the top of the stove. You've got a pie pan in the oven? Get your hold of the pie pan like this. Why, you couldn't get it off with a team of horses. This will positively lift 100 pounds. There's a pail of water weighs 50 or 60 pounds. That's the way you pick it up. But there's one more tool. I'll be all through and I'll be finished. Oh, now the next tool and the last one is what they call the Sarah Bernhardt cutter. This was invented by the head chef of the Imperial Hotel in the city of Berlin, Germany. You place the screw into the center of the vegetable. Twist the vegetable until the threads catch a hold, then you wind this up. You keep winding until you utilize the whole potato. The faster you turn, the quicker the slices. Why, ladies, here's a machine for slicing onions. The first onion that you slice with this cutter, you'll bless the day you've got a hold of it. Every slice cut exactly the same thickness. Every slice cut the same size. In making what they call a rosette, pull the vegetable out like this. Pin the ends together with a toothpick. Drop that potato into the hot fat and fry it. That will come out like a donut, golden brown. If you're serving a nice fish dinner, a little parsley goes in the center with the fish all around it. Makes a very appetizing dish. Did you ever try to slice onions with a knife? You know how you get one thick slice and one thin slice? Run the knife through the center. That will separate each slice individual. Almost like magic, there is every slice cut exactly the same thickness and the same size. Wouldn't you like to have a set like this in your kitchen? Why, of course you would. Now don't forget, attend this theater every week and receive this 12-piece fascinating... Ladies and gentlemen, the management of this theater takes great pleasure in making this announcement. To each lady attending this theater each week, will receive absolutely free a fascinating 12-piece kitchen cutlery set, one piece each time. It is really interesting and amazing to know how you can prepare your meals in an appetizing and pleasing manner. There's an old saying, and a true one, that what is pleasing to the eye is bound to be pleasing to the appetite. I'm going to demonstrate this set to you, and I want you to watch it very closely. The first cutter that I'm going to show you, now this first one is known as the Parisian cutter. Wind it through the potato like a corkscrew. When the cutter appears on the opposite side, pull the cutter out. Place the handle in the center and twist it out. This is what they call a French curl. When you fry these, they come out like donuts, nice and brown. Serve them with your steaks or pot roast them. Unwind it, there's two curls out of the one potato. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, wind a little strip of bacon around the potato and serve them with bacon and eggs. They're delicious. Different colored vegetables, wind them together and you get the two colors. Here's a little trick cut. Split the curl halfway through the center. If you're making a shrimp salad and you happen to run short of shrimp, mix these in with the regular shrimp. Upon my word, you couldn't tell the difference until you start to eat 'em. Now the rest of the potato, you stuff it. We'll call this a little chicken. We'll call this here some hamburger. You might have a little meat that's been laying in the ice box for a few days. Chop the meat up fine, season it highly, stuff it into the center of the potato and bake them with the skins on. When they're done, cut them in two. Serve them on the half shell, just like that. Serve them in slices when company calls. The more company you have, the thinner you cut the slices. If your mother-in-law calls, give her a beak piece like that. Now, the second tool in the set is known as the garnishing knife. Everything you cut with this must come out fancy. Watch this, please. You cut down, you turn the potato, and then you cut through the edge. First one way, and then the other. Sweet potatoes cut like this, drop them into a little batter of pancake flour.
Evening, everyone. How's everyone doing this fine evening? Hopefully you're having a lovely day. I've had a lovely day. Just dealing with getting this chicken out of the wrapping. I gotta sanitize my sink now, because I just got chicken junk all over it. But welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely day. Gonna be doing chicken dinner tonight. Gonna be doing bread stuffing. Gonna be doing mashed potatoes. Maybe some glazed carrots, we'll see. I'm actually not even all that hungry right now. But see what we get done here tonight. Get my earbud in here so I can hear what's going on. Excuse me. Play a little music. Let's get you refreshed. Let's see if you're going to work for me tonight. You are not. I have to reconnect you in Bluetooth. Why is this disconnecting in Bluetooth all the time now? Paired. Connect. Used to just stay connected. Now it's got to be reconnected every time I start this. Arrgh. Let's see, is that... No, still not there. It's paired. Why isn't it connecting? Why are you not connecting? There we go. I guess I gotta leave the thing open all the time now. There we go. Now I can hear stuff. Awesome. So let's start with our chicken. Gonna spatchcock that tonight and put that on a pan here. Awesome. So for this, since we're gonna spatchcock it, just run scissors down either side of the spine here. Good pair of kitchen shears for this. It's not impossible to cut through, but If you got a dull or a bad pair of scissors, it's not going to be a fun time. And we'll just toss that guy since we're not going to use them. You can save them for sauce, you can roast them with it. It's not going to be necessary for me tonight. And so, just going to save myself the hassle of dealing with the extra. Now we got this loveliness. Oh wow. Inside of this bird is not looking all that hot to me. Not liking some of that color. We'll go ahead and get my knife dirty too, and use that to break our chest bone. Lay this down on the board here so that it lays flat. Nicely already got the wings tucked behind there. And we're going to let the fan hit that for a little while. Starting to dry that out a little bit. It's a lot better if you can give it a day ahead salt cure like I did with that pork shoulder. Or if you can just leave it out in the fridge, allow the fridge to dry it out. The drier you get that skin, the drier you get the outside of that bird, the better and easier it's going to cook for you. Definitely one of those do as I say, not as I do events. Now that I've cleaned my hands, I gotta clean everything else. Should have cleaned this stuff first. Arrgh. Oops, sorry about that clang. Okay, we got that done. On to bread. On to stuffing. Onions. Actually dicing, guys. That's all broken up, isn't it? Nope. That's weird. Okay. Garlic first. I'm starting with all of our sauteables for the bread stuffing. Bread stuffing you can do a day or a couple days ahead. Always tastes better the next day anyways. It's going to be better for leftovers. Ooh. Crushed that one a little too much. Battle already. That was a quick 30 minutes. Then again, that's what I said about the 30 minutes before the stream started. Day is just flying today. Let's see how we do here against our dino battle. I think that last one's gonna get out on us. Yep. We got it. We got it. Victory. Botita and Mr. Stacy. Congrats with the rewards. Popping up over time. I guess I'll start my guy over here. Since I don't know where anything will ever be. Good luck, guys. We'll go back to chopping some garlic here. Whoa. Hey, Pew, thank you for that raid. Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a lovely evening. What were we playing? Nice, little Rocket League time. I'm making a little chicken dinner for myself tonight. And working on making this bread stuffing to start. Chopping up some garlic and onion. Next we'll get into sauteing that and the garlic. Sorry. Get into sauteing that and the Italian sausage. Shadowtronics! Thank you for that sub. Thank you for joining into the brigade again. Glad to have you. 6 months already. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been 6 months already? But yeah, we're doing a little chicken tonight. And we're gonna skip the other goodies as far as... no, we aren't. We're putting everything in this tonight. I'm going to grab my chipped bowl. So how is everyone tonight? Everyone having a great holiday? Whatever it is you shall choose to celebrate today, there are many choices. You guys get to see me stream tonight, but it's been the tradition of many years that I wouldn't even be home normally right now. carrots. Parsley stems. All great fodder for our stuff in here. It's actually raining here. It's been raining all day. Hey, Glass. Maybe for you. Not everyone celebrates Christmas. There are many holidays going on today. And I grew up in a area that didn't just celebrate Christmas, but celebrated Kwanzaa and Ramadan, and Ramadan isn't right now, but so don't want to single at anyone else not from having a great holiday today, because well, how about this one, Glass? Religion has caused me quite a bit of pain this year, and so I'd rather avoid it. Going great, poopy balls! It's a great name. These are just some old parsley stems that I used earlier this week. We'll throw these in there to give us some good green flavor along with everything else. You get the chicken drying out, and all the other goodies ready to go here. Should probably get the oven starting heating up. Let's do 450 tonight. Not even sure what that is, Glass. Maybe it's something I know by a different name. Well, maybe I'll look it up later. Oh no. Everything that I'm doing with screen printing is modern lazy hack method. But there's all sorts of blocking materials and chemicals and stuff that you can use for that. And I certainly don't know them all. What a lot of people do is they use UV blockers, which isn't all that hard to do until you start getting into the logistics of trying to paint in the dark. Most people end up turning their entire bathroom into a screen blocking setup, which doesn't work for streaming or for me. So got all sorts of goodies myself today. I got myself a new griddle slash grill mark pan for the stove. Unfortunately going to return that because it's got what I think is a factory defect. I'm going to get a brand new one. And got a pizza stone from my parents. So probably be pizza on that list here maybe in February, because all of January is now down in the upcoming dates in the About section. So if you guys want to see, I'm doing everything next month. That's all down there now. Been sort of slacking with my upcoming dates, so it's a good catch up there. And I am doing the first 8 days of next year streaming every single day. Might be a bit of a challenge on the 5th because I got an appointment that may make me late. But going to try and stream every day for that first week and a day because it works on my normal schedule. I should get some butter out here to warm up so that we can rub some butter on this bird. In fact, I should defrost some butter. Thus messing up my earbuds for the next 20 seconds here. We'll get going with some oil in the pan. Not sure what I clicked there. Plate, please. Okay, I'm starting to smell gas here, so we're going to give that a moment. I'll go grab my overkill lighter. That works. No darkroom. How does it work then? How interesting. This was supposed to be bulk sausage. That doesn't look like bulk sausage to me. Sure. Or you can just copy and paste it from somewhere. Oh, okay. So it's like cut and stick. Compared to what I'm doing is fancy cut and stick. Yeah, you lost me again. Me and names just... yeah. I long ago gave in to address books and password managers, and I don't remember anything. Oh, I don't doubt that. That's one of the things, like, I just don't do I don't want to call it fussy work either, but I don't do fussy work well. I don't do precision work. I don't do, sit there and worry about that line being perfect because that line is going to mess up everything else. Oh, cool. That's a name that I haven't heard in a long time. Duran. I can sit there and plan and organize until I'm blue in the face. But, yeah, that fancy am I going to bother toasting my bread tonight? I think I'm going to skip that again. That turned out pretty good last time without me bothering. See how our Stream Raiders battle is looking. Wow, it's just off of kilter here tonight. Those guys just don't want to cook. Turn the pan and everything. Warming up the butter over there earlier so that I can get that all over the bird there, make that all nice and lovely. Get ourselves some nice crispy skin on the outside. It's also why I'm going for a 450 degree oven. And since this is all going into the bread stuffing, I'm actually not even really, I'm more interested in getting some nice color on this. We're going to be chopping it all up, and so it's not like I'm worried about the sausage being slightly overdone. Which, some of this is sort of maybe getting to that point here, but it still doesn't have the color that I want. And whoever made this sausage has the horrible plan of keeping them connected, which means they have to stick next to each other in the pan, which means they cook slower. Trying to be cutesy and look like an actual butcher by leaving their stuff still attached. Hey Suki, welcome in. Glad to have you. Hopefully you're having a lovely holiday. Sausage. And pour off some of that grease and wipe off this pan. Make sure we don't got a bunch of oil on the outside of our pan. Just splattering up nice and good, so I want to keep using the pan, but I don't want to create a bigger issue for myself. Flame back on. Back with our garlic. Just instant garlic smell, love that. Have our onions ready. Another battle already. Hit those with a bit of salt. Now let's do carrots first. Those are going to take a minute to cook. Bit more salt. Allow that to simmer down a little bit. I'm out of water, and I got a battle to do. Let's do our battle. Musketeers just wiping everything out with one shot. 2 shots for that guy. Victory. Zane Hebben with the kills, me with the assists. Grat Zane and Verser Wallace. Let's go for the gold chest. As usual, we'll do this. There we go. So we got our sausage done. We got our veggies ready to, or our greens ready to go in with the rest of our veggies here. Onions, garlic, and carrot. Add the rest of our leeks and parsley stems in with everything else. Allow that to start sweating down too. Now that we've allowed those carrots to soften up a bit, usually prefer just bulk sausage, but hey, this is what they want to give me. They want to pay someone to bother and stuff it and not charge me more? More power to them. So what was everyone's amazing gift they got today? Or gave someone today? Get a quick rinse up here in between dealing with all that sausage. And we'll move on to chopping up dinner rolls, because I use cheap white dinner rolls for my bread stuffing. Oops. Turn the temp way down on that, just let that hang out. One last hit of salt in there. And as typical with this, bread stuffing, you want stuff that's going to fit in a fork or a spoon. So we're cutting small pieces of bread. I'll like stovetop size pieces of bread. It's a bit small, but they're like the perfect size though. It's on purpose. Pretty good, Suki. Pretty relaxing day. Spent some time on the phone with my folks. And opened my Amazon packages. Not much else to really report today. Just sort of hung out. Hopefully you guys have all had lovely days as well. Anything interesting or different you guys do? Maybe I won't need all this. Maybe I just wanted one package of these. Yeah, I'm cross country from my family and all that good stuff. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome in, Bitter Dan. What will we be doing today? Working on a little bread stuffing right now. Gonna be roasting up a chicken here in a little bit. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Been enjoying a little cooking. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave this with just half of this. I'm going to save half of this for something else. Because I think that's going to be too much bread with everything else. French onion, pork tenderloin, pan roasted potatoes, Brussels and popovers. Sounds like a good time. It's been a while since I did pork tenderloin. I think I still have one of those in my freezer. How'd it all turn out for you? Wishing I had gotten my offset serrated out instead of just my straight serrated. Because my hand's hitting the counter every time I cut these. Or every time I essentially maul and tear them. Yeah, that ought to be good for our bread. Nice, nice. Welcome in. Anyone new to the stream here? Hello, I'm Jason. I cook 3 nights a week here on Twitch. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And Actually planning on doing whole first week of New Year streaming every day. I've done somewhere in the ballpark of 170 streams this year. And so the idea is I want to do more next year. 160 or 160 something puts me over 3 a week. So doing well for this year. Hoping to do better next year. So we got some Italian sausage in here. We got some bread, which you guys saw is just cut up dinner rolls. The sausage is on bottom here. Let's see what we got going over here. This has been chilling for a little bit. Awesome. Over here in the pan, we got leeks, carrot, onion, garlic, no real celery, some parsley stems, and yeah, that's it for tonight so far. Do a little MSG in there, a little black pepper. Add a little water in here, turn the heat back on. And a little sherry vinegar sounds okay. Use that to sort of get up any of the stuff stuck down here in the pan. Get all those good flavory bits from both the sauteing of the sausage and all these veg. Because we're not worried about a little moisture when it comes to that bread. That bread's going to soak that all up and just tastes like amazingness. Alright, so we'll throw this in with everything else. A lot of people toast their bread for this. I've gone the last couple of times here now, at least the last 2 times, without bothering. I've been happy with it. But I used to always toast my bread for this and would totally trust someone who said, it's better that way. I'm just being lazy. Because this is all going in the oven again. This is all going to get cooked. So. Alright. and sort of push it down into there. Squish down the bread a little bit. Make sure it's all in contact with all that deliciousness. Alright. Okay, we'll set that off to the side now. Clean off our cutting board. And we'll work on actually, I'm sort of like I am not hungry at all tonight. And I'm making a giant meal for myself and I'm like I'm not even that hungry. So I'm sort of like thinking I might skip those carrots and potatoes tonight. You guys have seen me cook carrots and make mashed potatoes before. It's not like it's magic or major science that needs to be explained. I think I'm going to leave things to the chicken, the stuffing, and call it a night. If anyone's getting tired of the music, I know the Christmas stuff sort of repeats rather quickly. Let me know, I'll change up the channel on you guys. Or if anyone's just tired of hearing holiday music at this point. For me, it just mostly blends into the background. Hey, Jojo Boop. Jojo Boop. Welcome in. Glad to have you. How's your day going? What's new for you? That's awesome. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the compliment. Glad to have you. Actually, you're watching me clean more than cook right now. Then again, maybe you're talking about someone else. All right, JoJo, have a good one. This is your typical Blue Yeti. Used to have two of them, but gave up on trying to get both of them. I used to try and keep one of them over here next to the stove, and I gave up on that. Just couldn't get them to balance. Well, I couldn't get the ducting to work properly with them to be able to talk and have you hear me mostly over here, and then talk over here and have you guys hear me the other one. Still might get a second mic, like a directional mic or something, and that way you guys can hear the sizzle sounds a bit better. Pour myself some more water here. Refill my water jug. Yeah, and actually I picked them both up used for a pretty good deal. It was more of a... I was decided I was going to start trying to stream. I've always been doing photos and taking pictures of my food. And I've traditionally done like 3 or 4 dinner nights at home. And so I just really added the cameras here. And when I did that, I forget what it was I was selling. I had bought something as an investment. And I sold that as... I forget the name of it. But I bought a lock. It was a custom-made lock, and it was a... What do you call them? Where you pay into... Crowdfunded. It was a crowdfunded padlock with a very intricate lock system. And it was something that I thought was going to go up in value because it was going to be limited in its production. And lucked out with that one. And sold it a couple months after I got it for a decent price. I don't do that a lot. Actually, I generally dislike people who scalp things. But I thought it was a good investment. I don't know. Anyways, selling that padlock got me to Blue Yetis. And they are used. This is the better of the two. The blue one that I have in my back office area is got a few nicks and dents and may not have as good of a pickup as this other guy. But I'm not a sound expert. You give me guys one moment here. I'll be right back. Okay. So we got our chicken. We got to give this some love. So, need some parsley. Use up the rest of this bunch here. And I'm going to be lazy about it and just chop the greens with the tops here. Battle. Let's do our battle. "22 allies versus 26 enemies." Wow, we're knocking them out quick. Victory. Botita stealing away the most kills there at the last second. Suki thought they had it. Scratch the Suki on the scroll. Ooh, scrolls for me. Yay. And we'll go in the bottom corner this time. Alright, so we got parsley, we got somewhat soft butter. I'm going to give it another 10 seconds. Gonna kill my headset again while that's running. Nice soft butter. Add in all that parsley. And I'm actually, well, I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. Let's save them just in case. But, not sure I'm going to be doing broth here on Sunday. I know there's a number of people on Twitch doing broth on Sunday. Sort of a last minute thing that people threw together. I don't know, I guess they think everyone plans in the last second on Twitch. But I'm going to be doing cinnamon rolls and caramel corn on Sunday. So, meh, screw your broth. Actually, I don't know, I might do broth too. Healthy dose of salt. Let's see what other lovely things we can throw in here. A little paprika. A little cayenne. A little garlic and onion powder. Let's see, anything else I want to throw in there? Yeah, a little powdered mustard too. Okay, so we got our bird. Shove my fingers down underneath that skin. Break. There's a little membrane you sort of have to break past in order to get at the rest of the breast meat there. Same sort of thing here for the thighs. Go up underneath the here, and you sort of got to break through. And again into the leg. The skin's dried up nicely, even though it was freshly out of the fridge when I started. Yeah. Just shove that butter down in there. Try and spread it around nice and evenly. Try and get a decent coat on the inside. You can sort of use the skin to force it around on your own. Don't want to get too much of that parsley on the outside. Because the parsley on the outside is going to end up burning. So we don't want that. Actually going to wipe that off. I haven't seasoned the outside of this bird at all, so I'm not worried about wiping any of that off. We'll hit that with some salt and maybe a little fat of some other sort. Got some extra bacon fat or just about anything hanging around. Some flavor to it. It's a good time to use your flavorful fats. You can see that green coming through on the... Actually, I don't know if you guys can. A little bit. You can see that parsley shining through the skin a little bit there. I think I'm going to live with that. I think I got enough butter underneath that skin. Nice. Give that a second wipe here and get that parsley off the skin again. Not worried if there's a little fat on there. Like I said, it's the parsley, it's going to burn. In fact, you want to potentially add more oil or fat on the outside, depending on how you're cooking it, how much time you think you're going to give it. I'm going to start with a high heat of 450 here. Some people go even higher than that and say 500. But, and also some people will do high heat for a shorter period of time. I'm going to do 30 minutes here. We got to do more on the outside here first. We're going to do a little veg oil on the outside. So now the outside's all shiny. We'll do salt and pepper on the outside here. Note I didn't add any salt in with that butter and parsley underneath. So the salt's all going to be here on the top. So I'm okay with it being a little heavy on the outside. Not okay with the salt in my poorly cut fingernails. This thing just doesn't grind fast enough for me. Actually, it's just poor grinding, because sometimes it grinds really fast and somewhat inaccurately. And other times it just doesn't want to grind at all. There we go. So we got our bird here. And that's going into 450 degree oven, legs and back. Noisy PETA. We got some PUBG fans in chat. It's been a while since I even watched PUBG. Much less played it. And yes, at one point I did play PUBG, but not... Well, I never seriously played it. One of many games that I gave a couple day trial to, and like, yep, still no games I'm interested in. We got that guy. What else are we gonna do for dinner tonight? Now that we got that sitting in the oven, I'm like, this is all I really wanted to do, because I'm not that hungry. I guess we'll do some carrots too. But we're going to give this 30 minutes here at 450. And then we're going to drop that down to 300-ish. We're going to add this guy in there. So we get some bread stuffing in there too. Yeah, I'm not pinky. Though it is amazing how quickly all those jokes come back as soon as Animaniacs did. I pulled that one the other day, actually. I forget where I was when I did that. That carrot's seen better days. Wondering if right now if I should be like other streamers and show off the cartoon stuff that I have hanging out around home. I have all the Garfield books. How am I doing this for? I'm not gonna be too fancy about it. I'm not gonna do like a angled chop or anything like that. Yep, I've read and have, I think, well, there's a few of them out there that I'm missing in the series, but like I've got close to all 40 of them. Yeah, I was hooked on Garfield as a child, and for a little while there as a teenager, I was into Dilbert. That one sort of faded for me. I guess we can do this in my large pan. Why not? Let's see, do I have any stock reduced? Of course not. I do have some peppers here. Let's throw some peppers with our carrot. Still are. I mean, he's continued to evolve it. It's sort of interesting. I mean, you got oh, geez, now you're gonna make me remember names again. Anyways, you got Garfield's owner actually dating the veterinarian these days. You mean you don't get papers anymore? Light amount of garlic. Only 2 cloves. Hear that chicken sizzling. I don't know if you guys can. If I had some shallot, that would be perfect for this. Really? I knew they were cutting back on comics, but Sir said there's no comics available at all. And only once a month? Ouch. Okay. What are we going to throw in here besides just carrots and lime? That's what we're going to throw in there. We need some citrus. Yeah, a lot of papers aren't really papers anymore either. So many of them are just sort of like the local edition of the AP News. That they just don't sell anything anymore. I mean, Santa Rosa won the Pulitzer a couple years ago for their coverage of the wildfires. They're practically out of business. I mean, how do you go from winning a Pulitzer, which is like the epitome of news reporting awards, to being insolvent? Hey, 3NZ! How's your day going? I'll get that guy going. Okay, so we got that ready. We got cherry vinegar ready. We got oil ready. Cool. Let's make some carrots. I still forgot something that I need for this. Thankfully, it's relatively easy to grab here. Need a little honey. Need some sweet with our acid. Well, it's easy to grab if the lid wants to come off. There you can hear the chicken. That's not the pan, that's the chicken. Thank you, 3NC. Nice comfort dinner. Twice our default too for a lot of things. Nice spatchcock chicken. Nicely buttered with some spice. Some bread stuffing. I'm skipping the mashed potatoes just because I don't think I'm going to need them tonight. And some veggies. A little glazed corn action. Or glazed carrot action. I occasionally do bread. I don't have a proper stand mixer, and so I don't do a lot of yeasted breads. But I'm going to do some yeast cinnamon rolls on Sunday. I primarily use that for on my board, though, because I prefer the dough knife to scraping my knife against the board. You can do it with the back of the knife, but I'm just not hugely comfortable with that. But that's just as safe if you're used to it. Just dragging your knife across the board whenever you got your stuff and you do this movement, that just destroys your blade. So I try and avoid that, and that's why I have this guy. Also makes it easy to scoop and move. Add a bit of salt in here. We're going to juice our lime into there. That'll give us some steam action going. Add a bit more acid, a little vinegar. I got cherry vinegar, so that's what I've been using lately. A little pepper, salt. Pepper, salt, stir. Clean spoonful of honey. You got some fresh thyme, some other herbs. I'm sort of lacking in herbs tonight, but now's the time for some herbs in there. Especially thyme. I love thyme with my carrots. I know I got the battle ready to go. So let me finish up these carrots real quick. Get them off of the heat. We're just going until those carrots cook through. And what am I going to store those in? Oh, those will look nice in this. Another 20 seconds or so. Nice, 3NZ. And we'll call it right there. Nice chicken barf. Yeah, I've toyed with that on and off. My biggest issue is having them bolt on me. And they have such a, especially with things like dill, they just straight to not being usable. But it is certainly, if you're doing chives, you're doing, sorry for bumping the camera there. But if you're doing chives, I have a sage plant. If you're doing parsley, cutting celery, cilantro, a lot of those just grow like weeds, like great. Thyme, I have thyme growing too. It's not doing great, but that's another one that typically goes like a weed. Yeah, it's a... It's one you gotta plant and plan to use. Sort of wish I had a little place where I could do like a garden and even like a small farm stand front. But when it starts getting into me growing things for a planned menu, that's just too much for me. That's I just want it available. But at the same time, I do try and buy everything local. Vast majority of my stuff, other than this year, has come from farmers markets. Oh, absolutely, Bodito. It's like this. I started this stream out doing Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays because those are the farmers market days here in Sonoma County. And so I would go to the farmers market, see what was cool, use that for dinner at night. I haven't really been going out that much to farmers market, even though the farmers markets are still open right now, and I think they're a much better situation than most supermarkets. I'm still ordering online and picking up my orders. I was picking up bi-weekly boxes for a little while there. My main issue right now is my truck. It's a bit of a drive to Sonoma proper, which is the longer distance farmers market for me. And yeah, I don't know if my truck can really handle that on the regular right now. I really need to take it in for service. I'm a little worried that it's got a blown gasket of some sort. Cool, that pan's nice and warm again. Got another 7 minutes on our chicken until we throw our stuffing in there. Yeah, it's near impossible for farmers. Especially if you talk about the farmers markets around here. We have year-round farmers markets, and it's 2020, almost 2021. Oh. Lovely. Ugh. Sorry. Oh, quiet. Quiet. I mute the cam and it goes off. Ugh. Nothing to worry about, folks. That's entirely just because bedroom door was open. That thing is so finicky. Yeah, I probably would too, but I rent. And so, yeah, I don't need that legal mess. I guess that looks okay still. I was thinking that looked like it was starting to rot on me. But yeah, that's second, third time this year on stream. It has to be at least third time, maybe fourth. Hey, I'm Mama Bear. Welcome in. I'm ditching the mashed potatoes, and I didn't put the wine in the carrots. But we got the bread stuffing going here. That's ready to go in the oven. And we got the chicken in the stove, or in the oven, with another 5 minutes. We got our glazed carrots here just waiting. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, wow, chicken barf. That doesn't sound like fun. But yeah, I would have a different setup if this was actually my place. I'd have a different setup in a lot of ways. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with that. I do know that this house has a more, like a, it's actually on fire alarm too, that they have built into the place that I haven't set off, thankfully. But there is one of those big old bells on the outside of this house. Thank you, Head Mama Bear. It's a hand-me-down, as most of my plates and other things are. So this is a lovely gift from one of my... I'm not sure where this comes from. Maybe my grandmother on my dad's side? Maybe just my mom's. Yeah, I don't either chicken barf, which was a big plus of moving here. This is a 1-bedroom house, or like a granny unit. And the place, there's another house on the property that's sort of like the main house, but that one's rented out too. Great landlord. Never see him, which is why he's a great landlord. But yeah, I used to live in Santa Rosa. Lived in an apartment building in Santa Rosa. That was not fun. I had people on all sides of me there. Underneath me, above me, either side. Ugh. You get into things where you try and put your trash out for the week and the trash chute is packed up because the other people are too lazy to bother with it. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not living in an apartment. Oh, I'm forgetting our battle. Sorry, guys. Let's do our Stream Raiders battle. Suki with the kills and assists. Botita and Suki with the rewards. Congrats, guys. Oh, let's see. Reindeer or chess? Let's go with chess. This will probably be the last one of the evening. I'm gonna put my guy... Yeah, I'll put him down here. Rogues are going to go for the presents first, so keep that in mind. I probably should have put my rogue down there. And let's see, let's show you guys how we're doing here with the Discord. If you notice, we got tie race again here, guys. We need some more votes here. Choose between crickets or Fritos for Wednesday. And I do have the crickets coming. So, it's either going to be crickets or Fritos on Wednesday. If you guys have your own suggestions, please feel free to add those as well here. It's actually looking like we're going to be doing KFC versus ramen as our vote next week here. Unless we get a couple more votes in there. So that was our 30-minute timer at 450. I'm going to turn that down to 300 now. Take a look at what we got going there. Ooh, that's pretty. And we're going to throw this in the oven. And hope it fits. Not with the lid. We're going topless. So it may be KFC versus ramen here next week. Unless we get some other votes or other suggestions that people love. And as always, we've got the food pictures. This popcorn turned out great. Can I just say that? You guys really should try that recipe next Halloween. Just grab a bag of candy corn, tablespoon of butter, melt it down all together into nice goo, and spread it with popcorn. It worked great with popcorn. It would probably be even better if you did a second drizzle with a little white chocolate. Oh, lovely. Very happy with that. Was very happy how this sauce turned out too. I was a little leery about this one. The texture doesn't look great here, but that's all the pineapple and garlic. It smoothed out nicely, and chicken disappeared quickly. Then we have all the other past stuff here. All that goodiness. Let's see here. And lastly, I want to point out to you guys, I've said it once earlier, but I will be, or I have updated the upcoming dates in the About section below. So if you check out the About section, there is dates all through January there, including the 1st through 8th, which I'm going to be streaming every day. So, love to have you guys come by for that. Let's see how we got everything going here. Take a quick look and see who's online while we're waiting on that stove to go here. I'm giving this 10 minutes uncovered. Oops, not bake, timer. So we're giving that bread 10 minutes in the oven just as 300 because I couldn't get the top on it. Then I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to put some foil over the top of it. Or I might move the chicken off to the side, or I don't know. But I might have to cover it for the last 20 minutes or so. What time is it? Is it that late? Oh, it's not that late, huh? Seems like there's a couple of later raiders on, or later streamers on early tonight. I'm out of water again. Head monitor, the 1st through 8th of the new year. So, first week and a day, I'm going to stream every day. So, gonna do a strong start to next year in my hopes of streaming more next year than I did this year. That's my plan for next year. And looking at 170, just under 170 streams this year. So that's over 3 a week as it is, so I gotta keep pushing if I'm gonna keep beating that. I'm certainly not gonna turn into an everyday streamer though, guys, sorry. I'm not gonna be one of those 5 days a week guys. Maybe if I had more people to cook for. But just cooking for myself, it's too much food. It's too much everything. Too much prep, too much clean. And certainly too much wasted food if it's just for me. Yeah, a couple people on early tonight. But coming up here in the new year, we've got, I did post all of them in the general chat of the Discord too, but tonight we obviously have the chicken. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing caramel corn and cinnamon rolls, yeast cinnamon rolls from scratch. The idea is I'll have some of those for breakfast for a couple of days, and I'm going to have a nice thing of cinnamon rolls for the New Year's, along with that caramel popcorn that I'm going to try and save until New Year's. On the 30th, we'll have the ingredient Discord, or ingredient challenge. So either Fritos or crickets here on the 30th. Gonna start on the 1st with the traditional beginning of the new year foods. Gonna do black-eyed peas, gonna do greens, gonna do rice, gonna do cornbread. All of those are foods that are supposed to be good luck foods in the new year. I'm a fan of that Botita. I don't know if I'm going to go that far, though. I do have a little bit of semi-sweet. So the first is going to be all of those traditional lucky foods for the beginning of the year. Second, going to do fresh pasta with shrimp and a sweet pepper sauce. Sort of a simple dinner. The third, I'm going to do cottage pie. I'm going to maybe use up the last of those beans from the first, along with, we'll see what else we can throw in there, but we're going to make a nice stew and cover that with some mashed potatoes. January 4th is National Spaghetti Day. Did spaghetti not too long ago, but I love me some pasta, so we'll do spaghetti on the 4th. The 5th, like I said earlier, I have an appointment during the day. May start a bit late in the stream, but we're going to do a simple soup and sandwich stream. Again, potentially using up a few leftovers. Maybe have some leftover garlic bread from that spaghetti for our sandwich. Going to have another ingredient challenge on the 6th. Fried rice on the 8th. Going to try my hand at a more English style meat pie on the 10th. And serve that with peas and mash. 13th, we get another ingredient challenge. 15th is National Bagel Day. So I'm going to try my hand at making bagels for the first time. And I'm going to see if I can't find some nice pastrami. Because pastrami sandwich day or pastrami or something like that national holiday is just a couple days before that. So we'll try and mix those two together, I guess. We got National Hot Buttered Rum Day. We got another ingredient challenge on the 20th. Going to do National Southern Food Day on the 22nd. 24th is National Lobster Thermidor Day. Don't ask me why there's a National Lobster Thermidor Day, but we're going to go for it. January 27th is another ingredient challenge. And, let's see. What did I put on the 29th? I still have it as to be determined in Discord, but there is plans for the 29th now. And the 31st, we just did hot chocolate, but the 31st, the end of next month, is National Hot Chocolate Day. And so that's all this next month coming up. All stuff that's coming. And yeah, I will be busy, because it's going to be a push for me to clean up and be ready over and over and over again. This is normally a 2-day process with me in this kitchen. And so, it'll be good. Get my butt in gear. So I'm curious, any of you guys traditionally do crab today? Is crab traditionally a thing for you guys? I know here in the San Francisco area it's a big thing, and it's equally as big this year that we don't have crab this year. There's crab around, but it's actually all frozen crab from last year. The prices and everything just made it so that the fishermen decided as a whole, they have a sort of like unwritten pact where they either go out altogether or they don't go at all, and they punish the people that disregard that. And they chose as a whole that the prices were not worth their time, and so we don't have crab this year. There's a lot of factors going into that. I posted an article on Twitter about it. One of the major ones being that 30 of the more family-run organizations here in San Francisco lost all their gear this year. Because there was a huge fire. I don't know if you guys saw that. There's a huge fire in San Francisco. I think it was a 5-alarm fire at one of the piers. The entire pier burned. And that entire pier was essentially just all of the crab pot storage for all of the crab fishermen in the area. Steak you see quite a bit, only in the U.S. Outside of the U.S., it's typically poultry of some sort. Here in the U.S., we all just had turkey for Thanksgiving, so you see a lot more prime rib, you see a lot more other things like that. My family traditionally did ham. I think they still sort of did ham. Alright, I'm going to pull out that bread stuffing. We're going to move this chicken over and pull that bread stuffing up top and cover it. While systematically removing as much heat as we can from the oven. That was not my plan. Yeah, my Midwest family is typically, well, we got together for the extended family. We'd get together for Christmas Eve, and we'd have ham for Christmas Eve. But, yeah. Doing chicken tonight. For me, New Year's, we always sort of, my family, me and my parents, always did like junk food and movies. We'd do pizza, junk food, and movies. So, for me, it's sort of like a, New Year's is almost more than Halloween, is the night for junking out on, you know, whether it's salty or sweet, your choice. And so that's why I'm doing the caramel corn. And caramel corn's entirely just for New Year's for me. Epic Healer. We got an Epic War Beast, we got an Epic Healer, and an Epic Armored Flying Rope. Wow. Let's see, the Flying Rogues work. Yeah, they still aren't very fast. It's nice that the Flying Rogues can go over obstacles, but I wish they were at least like a 1.5. But they're same speed as everything else, whereas your normal rogues, I think they're like a 2.5. Let's see if I can't find another rogue here easy to click on. Yeah, the foot speed on a Rogue is 2.5 and decent damage too. But the flying rogues are just 1. I sort of think that should be... I mean, it's flying. Don't you think it should be moving faster? Anyways, there's a couple of things that are like... they're talking about releasing another version of this. They've been talking about doing other versions of Stream Raiders and stuff, and I guess they're on the verge of doing a new one. I'll show you guys my... that's going to be a pain to get out. Oh, I can show you those. Those are cutesy. So, hi there. Besides my new griddle that I'm returning to be replaced, and pizza stone, I have 4 of these cutesy little guys now. So I've got some small springform 4-inch pans that I can do for some cutesy, more individual or 2-person desserts. Hey Becca, how you doing tonight? Oh, we got more Texans in town? I'm going to take a quick look at this chicken, see where it is at. I actually think I'm going to raise the temp on that a little bit. We're going to go back up to 350 here. Got some nice light color on that chicken. I want to get some good color on that chicken. Cabbage rolls and pierogies. That sounds good too. Good, was that Polish? Thank you, Becca, you too. Hopefully you've had a lovely day. I've got some goodies. I had a relatively good day. So... missed our glazed carrots earlier. These are nice and yummy and slight bite to them still, but yum. They're soft. They got a bit of a bite, but they're soft. They got the... They would have said in college to me, they have that inner ear crunch. That perfectly cooked veg. Where, it's not raw. You can't really hear it, but you get that inner ear crunch. You can hear yourself chewing it. Nice. What old movies? It's been a while since I've done any movies. I was actually sort of thinking about that. It wasn't today, but yesterday I was actually thinking of pulling up a movie. Yesterday night. A lot of Ukrainian heritage in there. Okay. Because I think pierogies and I think Polish, but I think cabbage roll is sort of Polish, but that's certainly could be other cultures too. Pick up a little of this oil and nastiness off of the board here, off the counter. I've actually really gotten into listening to a lot of music streams on Twitch here lately. I enjoy food streams, but I have a lot of trouble watching food streams because, and it's not for reasons that I have a real problem with food streams. It's more of a problem with the fact that I'm streaming and, first off, my name has chef in it. So whether the people in the chat room of the food streamer know me or not, it's immediately this assumption. And I feel like I can't really go into other food streamers and talk about food because either I'm downplaying their importance as a streamer or I'm trying to self-promote, which I'm not really trying to do either. But I get that feeling a lot. And additionally, watching a lot of food streamers, I see them do things. I may not even fault them for doing them, but they may be doing things that I want to fix myself, and so it irritates me. And so there's things about them that almost makes it so I almost don't want to watch other food streamers, regardless of me enjoying what is probably a great stream. And it just works. And so I find myself watching a lot of non-food related streams for that reason. I appreciate that, Petita. Your dog boat? You have a dog boat? Oh, okay. I was having pictures of you know the famous photo of the dogs playing poker? I was saving that same sort of picture, but with a boat involved. Nice, please do. Love cats and dogs. I'm just allergic to them, so there's none in my home. But, yeah, I've had that conversation before. I haven't bitten the bullet, but I've thought about other pets. Really like these. I got these bowls like maybe 20 years ago now, 15 years ago. They're just from Pottery Barn, but I absolutely love them. Other than the fact that they're so hard to hold on to. They're incredibly hard to hold on to in the sink. Battle. Let us go to battle. Oh, how nice of them put the dino right in front of us. Oh, then again, Head Mama Bear, if your flying rogue's gonna throw knives, it doesn't have to travel very fast. Victory. Let's do one more. One more battle. Congrats, Head Mama Bear on the most kills. Botita with the most assists. Scrolls to Head Mama Bear and Botita. And Suki with some gold. Buy yourself some scrolls. Yeah, we'll do one more battle. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So we're just going to hang out here for another 15 minutes or so and wait on that stuff in the stove. Oh! Welcome, Raiders. Glad to have all ya. How you doing this evening? How was your holiday? Hopefully you're all having a great day. I'm Jason. I cook. I cook here on Twitch 3 nights a week. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We're waiting on the stove right now. We got another 15 minutes on the stove right now. Caught me with a stove waiting game. Welcome in, everyone. We've got spatchcock chicken in the oven. We've got some bread stuffing in the oven, and we got some glazed carrots here that I got chilling on the board that I finished up. A little garlic, a little sweet pepper, and some glazed carrot. What were we doing tonight, Kev? Were we doing a live show tonight? Were we doing requests in the bunker? We have the whole band going. What's going on? Welcome in, Cooking Girl. Let's see who else we had come in with that. I missed a couple of you guys. Cosmic Jammies, welcome in. Nikki Pia. Rhonda. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Nice. Let's see if we can't cheat this a little bit and give you guys a look at something here. No, I can't. Sorry. But we do have a lovely chicken that I took the backbone out of, flattened that all out. I took some herbs, mainly parsley and butter, and smothered that all over underneath the skin on it. Seasoned it heavily with some salt and pepper, all that good stuff. And so that's been in the oven here for a good 40 minutes now, 50 minutes now, and 45. And also made up some bread stuffing. Started off with some Italian sausage, added garlic, added onion, carrots, leeks, bread obviously. Toss that all lovely together. Some seasoning, some other good stuff with that. And that's all in there in the oven too. I was planning on doing some mashed potatoes, but just wasn't really all that hungry tonight. And so we're sort of chilling. But we should have a nice plate of food out here in about 10 minutes. Appreciate you bringing your crowd by, Kev. Hopefully you've had a lovely holiday. Oh, I'm just realizing I don't have my timers going. We can fix that. You do have a word scramble going in chat. Doesn't cost you anything, but you do have to type scramble to join in. And you do get sprinkles. My sprinkles are my in-chat currency that you earn from viewership and participation. Has nothing to do with monetary value, because I intend to do giveaways. I am going to give away a gift card here when I get to 500 follows, which getting close there. And will be used for other things in the future. I do have future plans there, but don't want to reveal everything with what we're working with that. The words, some of them can be tough. That one's about middle of the road there. There's some that are as low as 5 letters. There's monounsaturated in that list. There's words that are German, Spanish, Italian, French, but they're all food related. And I was going over earlier, I just added a whole month. I've got everything I'm planning on doing here in January in my upcoming dates in my About section down below. Actually going to start off this next year with a solid 8 days straight streaming every day. So I'm going to be streaming a lot here this upcoming beginning of the year. And I'm going to be around 170 streams here at the end of the year. And so the plan is next year more. So going to start that off with a little bit of a marathon. But we got some interesting things there. We got a return to hot chocolate. We got oh, that's what I forgot I was going to do. I'm going to do cassoulet at the end of the year, end of the month. End of January, and a bunch of other stuff that's pull that up here in the Discord, actually. We got Hot Buttered Rum Day. We've got National Bagel Day. National Tempura Day in there. And we got several ingredient challenges. For those that aren't familiar with my stream, we do have a Discord going, as most do, but I do have a regular vote going. And right now we have a vote going on between crickets and Fritos. And so whichever wins this one, we got a tie battle here right now. Wednesday, I'm going to have to cook dinner and dessert with. And so you can see we've gone through quite a few other ones. We've got candy corn, that was Wednesday. You've done it after 8 mints, done Fruit Loops, string cheese, eggnog, donuts, Twinkies, Pop-Tarts, gummy worms, Pocky, and popcorn. So these were all past challenges that I had in stream. And you can see some of the things in the, like the after 8 dinner challenge. I did a mint sauce, mint chocolate sauce with fried lamb. And I did a chocolate mint shake. And for the candy corn here, we had sweet and sour chicken, which I made the sauce with the candy corn. And the sauce turned out great. It's got a little texture there, but that texture is all from pureed pineapple and some garlic, which I just left in because that's all good flavor. And I coated some popcorn with the candy corn too, which that was an easy hack that you guys should be using this next Halloween. Just melt some candy corn and drizzle it over popcorn. Yeah, that's a winner right there. The Twinkie one was fun. Let's see if we can't scroll up there. That was Fruit Loops. I did Fruit Loop bread and turkey fried Fruit Loop coated turkey. Oh. Twinkies were a while ago. There, oh, that's donuts. There we go, there's Twinkies. I did baked Alaskan with a layer of Twinkies in the bottom. And did a Twinkie chicken salad. At least I think it was a Twinkie chicken salad. Where I used the cream filling as the actual binder for the salad. Yeah, it was a chicken salad, and that turned out pretty good. That wasn't bad. And I did Scotch Twinkies, where I wrapped them in sausage and then fried them. But Alaskan was... I'd like a second attempt at the Alaskan. That was the first time I tried doing a baked Alaskan outside of like a commercial, this is how you do it kitchen. But I think I could do that one a little bit better next time around. But it was good nonetheless. I mean, how can you go wrong with meringue and ice cream and Twinkies? But there's all sorts of other stuff we've done in here. And welcome you guys to come check that out. I try and post all my photos here in the Discord. We have our normal chat. And I do a bunch of Formula 1 watching, so I keep that separate from my normal chat. And we have our normal dinner voting. And all your typical pet pics. Oh, hey! Look at Boat! Hey, Boat! Boat's a cutie. Hey, Birkinzone! Hey, Arbo. How you guys doing tonight? Like I said, we still got another 4 minutes or so here on chicken. We do have Stream Raiders going if you guys are familiar. So you guys can add your characters to that too. Yes, happy holidays everyone. Hope you're all having a great day today. Hope you all had some or gave some great gifts out tonight. Hope you're all resting and relaxing with a couple of your special close ones. I am unfortunately across the country from my family. So what was that scrambled word that I missed? Oh, striped. Why don't we take a look at this bird? I think it's time. I'm tired of waiting. Or rather, I think it's time I show you guys this bird. I've seen it a couple of times. Oh yeah. Thank you, Bodita. It was a gift. We got the herbs and butter under the skin, giving us that nice browning skin. We'll switch over to main view and give you guys a better view of what we got going here. The little C920s are nice for the stove and cutting board, but they don't get the color. They don't give you that. Take a separate pan here. Move the bird over to the clean pan. We're going to take all this loveliness, pour it in the pan over here. Oops, sorry for bumping the camera there. So you got a fair amount of oil in there with that, but we're going to get a little flavor out of that. And so we'll add a little apple cider vinegar to that. If you had some coffee, a little stock, all sorts of things that you could add into there at this point. I'm going to add some Vegemite. So we got that, we got that. We'll leave it at that. And thicken that with some cornstarch. Allowing our chicken to sit here and continue to rest. Should have probably left that where you guys can see that. Oh, that's right. I used up the last of that cornstarch. That was maybe heavy on the cornstarch. I'm going to dump a little of that out. There we go. Cold water with our cornstarch. Cold water, as cold as you can get it. Chateaubriand? No one can guess Chateaubriand? Awesome. So that's already thickened enough nicely. Mostly because of the oil. But we're going to really thicken that up here now. That's probably enough actually. Alright, gonna pull that off of the heat and wish that I had one of those cutesy oil separator cups, but I don't. So we're gonna go from this, not into glass. That was a bad plan. Let's do one of my... That'll be okay. Awesome. Yeah, you can see there's a decent gravy build in there, but there's also a ton of oil there. So pour that in the cup. Pour off the oil. Nice. I can turn that oven off now. Let's pull out our bread stuffing. Show you guys the final piece to the piece de resistance. Piece de resistance. using words that I don't know how to use. Nice. That's looking nice and golden now too. So let's make a plate. Trying to get all that crispiness on the bottom too, not just the nice soft fluffy top. Probably should have oiled the pan a little bit better. It's sticking a little bit more than I would like, although at the same time probably don't get as good browning and stickage without it. Nice, crispy, golden chicken. Lots of salt and herbage and tons of butter. A few of our glazed carrots. And some of our gravy. Oops, still got a little oil. Not happy with the way that's pouring. It's going to be delicious though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yum, 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 yum. There we go. Give you guys a main view on that gorgeousness. Awesome. So let's see who we can share some love with tonight. See who's streaming tonight. How much more have we got on our last battle here? 1 minute till our last battle here. Nice. always gets me. I almost like, yeah, we'll go with her, and it's a rerun. Okay, I think I know where we're headed. Let's just finish up our Stream Raiders here. We got another minute to wait here on our Stream Raiders. Oops. Wrong button there. So probably last 30 seconds for you guys to get a character on the field before we run our last Stream Raiders battle. Thank you, Nan Reader. And yeah, I'll take a food photo. I always take food photos. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? There we go. A little quick photo of our bird. Bread stuffing. Let's run our battle. Let's see how we do. 23 allies versus 6 enemies. Those dinos don't know what's gonna hit them. Uh-oh, dinos got out. Uh-oh. Go ahead, Mama Bear. Oh, I thought we had that. Oh, that's not fun. We'll give it another try here on Sunday. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm going to send you guys off to hang out with Econ Greg. He is he's got several telescopes going on in his backyard. He's pointing out the stars. Cool, chill stream for you guys to hang out. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm going to go and enjoy this deliciousness. Appreciate you guys joining along. And like I said, I'll be back here on Sunday. Going to be doing cinnamon rolls and caramel corn. Should be a great night. So, hope to see you then. Have a great night, everyone.
I don't think I want the competition, Griffin. You're too good of an astrophotographer. Oof.